All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Collected, and welcome to another episode of Fashion in the Making, the Raglan sleeve, the Raglan sleeve version. There we go. That's how you speak. But yeah, I'm Chris Collected. This is the House of Improvements, and we're making a little Raglan sleeve shirt today. So this is another part of my collection for the first collection of Lifewear, the year one Lifewear collection here. And so this is another idea that I have. Same. Oh yeah. Oh well, yeah. Happy anniversary, y'all. Definitely very happy anniversary to you guys. I'm actually going to clip that. I need to clip it. So what I have done is, like most days, I've made a pattern already and already started cutting it out. And this one, it's going to need a little bit of a clipping. You do that so that you get a better angle, if you're curious why I'm doing it. You don't go past your stitch line, of course, but you do want to, get a nice crisp edge there. So what we'll be doing is going over this. It's not a digital stream this week. I decided I hadn't finished the tech pack the way that I like. And it's one of those funny things is the more I do that tech pack, the more I'm like, is this really the designs that I want to go with? And so I've always found that I'm more of a practical guy. Like I got to see it in person to really see if I like it or not. So, I'm not a big online shopper or anything like that, but it's like, I was like, all right, so I'll just go ahead and make this thing and see if I like it or not. And see if you like it or not. So, what we're doing right now is just pressing that neckline down. Right now, we're just going to have a simple scoop neck, which just means like, a simple little U shape basically on the front. And the back is actually like a standard collar height. So kind of like up to your neck there. This is based on a shirt that I made for college. So I had the pattern already. In fact, I should have brought that shirt out. I didn't think about it at the time, but I should have brought that shirt out to show you, like, this is what this was. It was actually a jacket is what it was. And so I've taken, this is the front, and there used to be, it would, like, split in the middle. There'd be a zipper here, and then you'd actually have a collar, like a rib knit collar, it was a bomber jacket is what the idea was. But, I'm not, like, eventually in a couple of weeks, you'll see me, like, in June, July, that's when I was going to do the bomber jacket version of this. But for now, I want to do just the shirt version. So I love that the shield design that I've got going on here. I love this little shield guy, which, it really cuts a lot out of me when I do it all at once like this. Do both cameras. It really cuts a lot of the room out. I'm going to have to switch off of that later. But yeah. So that's going to be the front. Also, you notice this is entirely done in muslin. I was getting a little low on fabrics that were like older fabrics. So I decided that it'd be better for me to just switch to, I had a few yards of this laying around. So I was like, all right, let me use that. And see, this is going to be the sleeve. It's a Raglan sleeve. And then that is the back. And that big triangle cutout is your front. So let's take our back piece and take the back piece itself. Right sides together always. I have some pins off camera here. Now this is a test pattern, so at the end of the day, it very much could not work. We'll find out because I have, I'm still doing a full-time job, so it's like I kind of am doing this when I can, and don't always, have the time to get these things done when I really want. So that's ready to go. All right. Let's move this guy over here. Nothing always worries me. I think I actually am considering turning this table like 90 degrees so I have the sideways instead of front ways. But we'll see. Also, that couch on the other camera, that's the last time you're going to see that couch. I finally called someone. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I called someone for a disposal the other day. So, you know, if they're good to their word, then, you know, we'll have nothing left there. Yeah, that's going to be like that. All right, let's go to the other one and get these two top pieces sewn together so then we can get the sleeve sewn in. Hey, how can you tell right side of muslin? You can't. There isn't one. Yeah, there's not a right side to the muslin or a wrong side. What I was actually picking on was based on, let's see if I can find a good one here. I'm trying to see if I can find it, but, you know, when you draw on it, you end up with marks and stuff, and so I was just going on the opposite side of the marks. I forget exactly where one of the marks is, because on muslin you really can't tell. There really is no front and back. But see, technically there's like, when I was drawing on it, there was like little tiny yellow marks and stuff from when I was drawing. So that's why I was just choosing that side, because at the end of the day, if you know, it should all be inside of the seam allowance, so it really wouldn't matter in the end. But you know, it was just kind of one of those things. It's better to start thinking that way, because then later on, when you do have a front and a back, then suddenly that's not a new concept to you anymore. But yeah, ultimately there isn't actually a real thing there. It's not bad. It's a little. Get a little caught up in there, but that's all right for a sample. We'll fix it in post, as they say, you know. But really, so you know, that's your front piece now, and then this will be your back. How's everyone doing this week? I hope everyone's doing good. I always forget to put the private. It's on private chat. There you go. Hope everyone's doing good. I believe you guys are somewhere in Tennessee, right? Something like that. So that's cool. your back piece. Obviously, I do have to iron it. But you get the concept. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this. Next week, you'll see I actually got a new sewing machine. I got me a new sewing machine. It's a whatchamacallit? It's a 1973 Sears Kenmore zigzag stitch machine. Because I wanted to be able to do some zigzag stitches. And so in the future, these things might end up being zigzag stitched on. Or like, doing a decorative stitch on top of it. Nice. So now your back piece is done. Because the plan is in the future, I'm thinking of top stitching. Like after I sew these lines, like do a top stitch down. That way I can get it, really good. We'll see. I mean, it will definitely give it a lot more athletic look. So, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. But I might end up doing a zigzag. I might end up doing that. And the machine was only $100. So I figured, for $100, I better get it now before I can't get it in the future, right? Got to notch, my guy. All right, so this is the front. A moment of truth, because the hard part is definitely the sleeves. The sleeves are the part that I'm definitely not sure about, because the previous sleeve was actually done a very, very different way. And so it actually had a dart in it. I might have got it right. But it had a dart in it. And so I took that dart out when I wanted to put it in here, because I didn't really want to have to, anytime you put a dart in something, you add a lot to the price. And plus, I don't think it really did much. Yeah, this is that old. I mean, it's very, very, it's literally 1973. So, I mean, that's how old the machine is. I think 73 is what it said. I have the instruction manual. I have all the accessories, everything. And the guy had just serviced it as well. So I have everything that I needed to get it done. Okay, so that will be like that. Then we'll do the back. Yeah, so we're going to do the back separately than the front. All right, let's go back to the machine. Also, I chose new music today, so hopefully you like my new music. Your Kenmore? Yeah, your Kenmore was my first machine. Well, that's cool, having the family come full circle then, huh? Because now it's one of my machines. Interesting. Might end up having to yoke this piece too. Now this not having a facing thing is definitely it's an interesting dilemma. It's an interesting design challenge that I have given myself. But it's also a fun little design challenge. All right, it's halfway there. Yeah, the back is definitely the one I was the most worried about. The fronts I seem to have gotten right. Because the problem is, let me explain to you real fast what happened. So this is the original pattern that I made in college. As you notice, there's a dart up here. What happens is, in fabric, you actually sew this part together. Then you sew the sleeve on. Well, what I decided to do was take that out. And so I put that back together, got rid of the dart. Well, you know, I had to redo this whole line and this whole line. So the whole thing, the sleeve has been redone. So it's like, you know, it's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult to do. So we'll see, you know, how much I actually nailed it or didn't nail it, right? Yeah, because I mean, it's one of those things you use. It's called measuring the curve, where you basically take your two patterns and like walk them together and see, all right, is that supposed to fit or not? And it's like, you know, I can do that, but I don't know. Sometimes, I guess it's just fear and doubt, right? It's like, is it right? Is it wrong? You know, you never really know until you put it in fabric. And so that's why I used cheap fabric today. I was like, I wasn't 100% confident in the pattern, but I know I really wanted to make it. And that's all right. Sometimes you can be unsure about things and still do it. It's all right. It's all right. I'm definitely going to have to make the sleeve as well. There's going to be no facing on it. I personally always like starting from the sleeve corner. I mean, you know, on a Raglan sleeve, you're either starting from the top or you're starting from the corner. Normally in a sleeve, you can either start on the left side or the right side, and it really doesn't matter all that much. Different people have different preferences. I'm actually pretty proud of myself that it actually seems to be working. Trust me when I say I was very worried about that. Because when you're making prototype stuff, you never really know. I definitely forgot that I was going to have to yoke the sleeve too, because the sleeve is part of the neckline. That's what makes a Raglan sleeve so interesting, is that instead of stopping here, it actually stops all the way up there at my neck. So, now we have the basics of my shirt there. Something that I learned at my job, because when I was in college, I learned what's called set-in sleeves. This is a set-in sleeve. They made this whole thing first, then they sewed this in afterwards. Whereas this is called an inline sleeve because the side seam is all part of the sleeve. So literally, I'll start at the top of the sleeve. You know, put a little pin up there at the very top of the sleeve there. And then I will run that all the way down the whole side seam. So literally from here all the way down, from here all the way down to there will all be one seam. It's an industrial way of doing this, like a bit quicker of a way to do it. And I like it. I learned it in when I was not in college, but actually there. That's okay, you're a professional. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that's always one of those things is I kind of doubt myself, but then I'll do it, and I'm like, holy shit, did I actually learn something? And then retain that information, and then be able to recall it on demand? Oh, am I an expert? Like, uh-oh. You know? And it's like, it's one of those things at first I used to be scared of it, like, no, I must have done something wrong. And then after a while, I'm like, I can just like slap together clothing and it actually works. And it's like, oh snap, like I've actually been thinking about even like going on Project Runway now and stuff like that, right? It's like before I was like, nah, I'll never be able to do that. And it's like, no, actually, I actually could. I could slap together an outfit in an hour. I can, part of this live streaming stuff, that's really going to train me a lot for, becoming a little quickly doing stuff professionally. But yeah, so boom, now you have one whole sleeve and side all done. And, of course, we're just going to do the same thing on the other side there, matching up your underarm. That kind of becomes important to match up that seam. But really, the nice thing is because it's in the underarm and no one will ever see it, right? Like, there's a lot of times where mine don't meet, but, no one ever calls and complains. Because who's going to see it, right? It's like, no one really ever going to see it. I mean, granted, always try your best, but, hey, if it gets a little off that day, then, it gets a little off that day. I've learned to really chill out in the last couple of years and not call everything the end of the world, Because young me would have called off for the next 5 streams because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, You know what? I should have done that differently. But so I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's like 4 different ones. Project Runway would be a good idea. I know, right? It's like, that's definitely in the 5-year plan. Is like, I want to have like, 2-3 years experience of running this company, getting stuff pushed out. And then when I'm about 35 to 37, which is 2 to 5 years from now, then I'll plan on actually applying for Project Runway. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be fine for a second. All right. Give me, and learn. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point, right? It's like half of this channel. That's all it's about. It's about improving my life, but also hopefully improving yours through clothing. Let me go try this little shirt on, okay? Let's see if I can get my neck into it and see if I can get, because then I make my neck hole too big or too small, right? It's like all kinds of, now you get into the technical parts of it. So give me 1 minute. Let me try this bad boy on. Also, if you notice, my hair is all kinds of not bound up today. I didn't want it all bound up today. Oh, the only downside of doing it all in muslin is from camera, it all looks the same. So basically, it just looks like a shirt to you guys. All right, here, hold on. Let me go to the other camera real fast. So it's a close-up. But hey, it did fit. It's free. Well, I'm going to have to definitely lower this by like an inch or so, because if you actually look, it's like popping out a little bit. So if I lowered it an inch, it'd probably work a lot better. Well, yeah. So, I mean, that's the Raglan sleeve shirt. And as you can see, it is, in fact, coming up all the way up here to my neckline. And I'm going to have to, like, fix this a little bit. As you can see, it's like, that's a little loose. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It's a little tight in the chest right now. Yeah, this was just a pattern that I had made for someone else, technically. So this is actually more of a medium than a large. But it's cute, right? And on the back, you can kind of barely see it, but you have a one right here. And see, it is very tight right now. Way too tight. So we're gonna have to fix this under sleeve problem, because I like to be able to do that and not have it do this. Yeah, I mean, I think this part, it's just a little too tight. Like, all I'm doing is raising my arms up, and look how much of the shirt is coming with it. See what I'm saying? So it's like, I shouldn't be able to literally take my shirt off by just doing that, right? It's like, it's a little too yoked up, right? So, I'm going to add what's called ease. That's the word I'm looking for, is it needs a little ease added to it. Because it used to have that thing, and it's like, it's a little too tight right here. That's really what it is under here, you can see it's pulling. See how that's pulling like that? So that means this is too small. This looks fine. Like here to here kind of looks fine. But when I go like this, and this is like pulling like that. Yeah, that is true. Actually, but I wanted to, because I mean, I understand this will eventually be made in like jersey or something like that, what's called eco line and all kinds of other stuff. But I still want to make sure in muslin that it has, because I mean, it's just a little tight. Because I made these as streetwear, and I made them for like transgender ladies and transgender fellas, and they wanted it kind of tight to show off the chest and everything. And so I do want to give just an extra inch on this sleeve here. It's just a little too tight. Like it's just pulling a lot. But it is cute overall. I'm really loving my shield design, that it kind of like hits here, which like the boobs are there, so it's kind of like right under the boobs, and like that's like it. So it should kind of give you good cleavage if you're a lady, but then also as a fella, it's going to give you a nice chest too, because it's pulling back on my chest and giving me that fullness. And then of course this can be done in a different color than this, but all muslin just comes in one color. Isn't that cute? And the sleeve, see, that's another way you could tell it's too tight. See, like look how bunched up that is. even if I pull it all the way down, it still like is, and that's, you know, I haven't seamed it yet. Think about the fact that it's actually going to be, it's going to be an inch lower than that. So I mean, I have to add some to the sleeve too. Which I remember, I think what I had is I had a cuff. I had like a 1-inch cuff on here, and so that's why the sleeve is like it's like 1.5 inches too small. But you know, not bad. Not bad. Not a bad look. Fix this little part. Get it down here. Fix. You know, I might. What I've been thinking the other day is I might start doing it straight lined up the middle, so that way I can sew to here, then put this together. That might be a better way of doing it. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the construction of it. I'm trying to get. It looks cute though. And then I'm going to end up having to yoke. I'm going to have to yoke this part too, basically coming from here and having it meet. Move my hair out of the way here. But if you can see like right. My hair's in the way. But yeah, you can see it right there. There's literally nothing there. So that's all bound. That's all bound. So I'm going to have to come from here and then have it go to there. That way it's fully yoked, and basically you end up with like a diamond that then comes and scoops around the back. So think of almost like literally, what is that, baseball diamond. It will be literally the shape of a baseball diamond, because you have the outfield will be my back, and then the front, like this is home plate, and then what, first base, second base is like the back of my neck, third base, and then home, right? So I mean, you literally end up, because I mean the back of it, I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah, so you starts here and goes around. Because I figured I've already done enough diamond, so it's like the back of it, I kind of wanted it rounder. And so this will be like, it will be a literal baseball. I just realized that. It'll be a literal baseball diamond. Isn't that fun? And also, this will be the last time you see this hair. This is as long, I mean, look how long it's got. That is long hair. And then I've had a lot of, you know, hair problems with it really like thinning a lot. But it's been 2 years, and I've like gotten it decently back. I mean, you know, it's still splotchy. So the goal next is to then go from here, get this all, you know, cut down to like half. So it'll be cut there. I used to have a fro when I was a kid. I'm gonna switch back to this camera. So I had a fro when I was a kid. Let me just go back to this camera. Okay. Because, I mean, essentially the stream's over at this point. So, I mean, you know, I've made my shirt. But, yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to cut my hair. And, you know, something that, as I said, each week I do want to show you some of the more smalls that I'm doing. And so this is one that I'm working on. Scrunchies. Scrunchies. So this one is a big scrunchie. And then this one is a micro scrunchie. Micro scrunchie is you just put it in your hair. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I just said. I'm getting a haircut. So micro scrunchie, you just put it in your hair and leave it. You don't like fold it or anything. It's just one time. It's more for like dreadlocks or stuff like that, where like that, you know, you're just trying to have it bound back. And then you have your standard real scrunchies, which you go like that, and then you twist it and then put it through again, right? So you have 2 loops instead of 1 loop. But you know, realistically, I probably won't have too many more scrunchies on because I'll be cutting my hair a lot. But, you know, it's all right. I don't need to have scrunchies to sell scrunchies. But, yeah, it is cute, right? And my hair is, I mean, literally so long. It's so long. It's so long, it literally, like, it hangs down naturally now. So that's fun. It's fun times, right? But, yeah, so that's another one of the smalls I'll be doing is scrunchies. And multiple types of scrunchies, big, small, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, a summer look for sure. And this is a summer shirt for sure. Cute, you know? But yeah, let's see. I only have 2 can of bots left, so we're going to do them one at a time. I probably should have always been doing them one at a time so they would have lasted twice so long. Oh, well. You live and learn, and you get loves, right, or whatever. So let's see what we got in here. Is it one of the ultra rares? Is it Oh, look at that one. Look at this one. It says Marina on the bottom there. Marina. I guess that's who the lady is. And then something, I can't read what the other one says. Oh, Mayina. See, it says it right there on her little thing, Mayina. Very cute. And then, you know, basically a solid black body with a little bit, and then she has a little thing in the front middle there too. I know I have to buy more, but these ones I can't find any more of. They're too rare. I'm gonna have to replace it with some other stuff, some other Funko products, stuff like that I can still buy. But yeah, that's the live stream. You know, always me collecting stuff and collecting more patterns and collecting cute little shirts as well. Thank you guys so much. I like this one. This one, it is looking nice on me. Like the width, I like a lot. I like how it is. It is a slimmer fit, but not like it's not going to cut in at all. It is a, you know, there's a pattern. This is the pattern for it, and as you can see, you know, nice straight line. My bad. It is bent up. But yeah, nice straight line, right? Oh, he's a sad puppy. Yeah, he is kind of a sad puppy, isn't he? You know, he's kind of a sad guy. But you know, you can be sad and still be cool, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'm Chris_Collected on Instagram. This is the House of Collected. The House of Improvements. Maybe it should be the House of Collected, huh? But it's the House of Improvements is what it is. Which I was told by a coworker today is hard to find. So I probably should have thought about that. Oh well, and it's named what it is at this point. Thanks. See you again in a few weeks. A few weeks? Oh yeah. I was about to say. I was like, you probably see me on Thursday. But yeah, it's all good. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see y'all later on Thursday. I'll probably have another one of these shirts, but done with the cutting on the sleeve here. And so we'll have like, you know, it in color, and then I'll fix this part too of making it a little bit, because I mean, you can see, I mean, there's literally no give on this arm at all. Like there's just no room. I mean, literally, like it's, you know, it's pulling. So, you know, we'll fix the little things. It's all right. You know, it doesn't have to be good on the first try. It's about trying, right? It's about the effort. But yeah, I feel like I just like yoke out of this thing. It's like the muslin just makes me feel like I could just like throw bows and like. But anyways, guys, love everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Chris Collected. This is the House of Improvements. Thank you. This is my new Raglan sleeve shirt. Pre-orders will be coming out next month for this shirt and all the other shirts that you've seen and all the smalls and all kinds of stuff. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye. I still gotta go manually turn it off. I need me a partner, huh? Bye, everybody.